What's good? My name is Paris. I wanted to do a little recap of what I played this year. For this video, I'm only focusing on the games I played on my laptop, ones that you play on Steam, I guess, because I played a lot on Switch this year. I also got a PSP. Shout out Alyssa for that amazing gift. I just wanted to focus on Steam games because that is what I played on the most. Also, I look so chopped in this video. I don't really want to hear it. You're lucky that you're seeing my face because I don't know what type of format I want to do with these videos. I don't have a mic. I have cameras, but I don't really want to set up a camera so that way y'all can see me talk. I would rather focus on, I guess, clips of the videos, the Steam pages, screenshots from the games itself, if that makes sense. I might change the format of my next video, but just bear with me. But yeah, shout out Eurothug 4000 on YouTube. This is one of my favorite YouTube channels to get video game recommendations from, and she inspired me to make my first YouTube essay. Also, to preface, the games that I'm talking about are kind of new. Some of them were released this last year, others are pretty old, and a lot of them are honestly none of them really are underrated. A lot of them have a decent amount of reviews on Steam. I don't really care. That's not really what I'm here for. I literally just wanted to recap and talk about some of my favorite games this year. So keep that in mind. I don't really want to hear anything about how these games are this shit isn't brand new. And I know that. I don't need to hear any mansplaining in the comments about my video game preferences or choices. I'm just here to talk about the games that I enjoy. So let's get into that. I'm going to be talking about Web Fishing. This game was released in 2024 from the Steam page. Web Fishing is a multiplayer chat room focused fishing game. Relax and fish on the web. Basically, you get to choose between chat rooms and you get dropped in and you talk to randoms. I liked it a lot because it reminded me of Animal Crossing, but also still felt new, especially because I hadn't at that point played Animal Crossing in years. Seeing the different vibes in different chat rooms was really funny to see. In one chat room, I was talking about politics. In other ones, people were trolling, and then it was really cool, talking to students from around the world. And I normally hate playing games with people, or I hate talking to people, but for some reason the format was really good to me. From what I remember, you can buy a guitar or have access to one. Players with basic understanding of guitar chords and stuff or notes would play music for everyone. Very wholesome. And overall, it was just a really relaxing and sweet game. Arctic Eggs. I think everyone talked about it for the year of 2024 with indie games. And I don't care. I know I'm late. To the hype, and I do not care. I played it shortly after Web Fishing because I was just looking for something a little different, something a little more interesting, I guess. It's not revolutionary that I'm bringing it up or anything, but I did include it because I did not expect to, I didn't expect to love it the way that I did. It's another 2024 release. I think I expected it to be purely surface level, which I think a lot of people did because it's a game about cooking eggs, but the aesthetics paired with the few lines of the more impactful dialogue, it made it very memorable for me. I played it at 4 a.m. one night and went straight to class right after, and I just thought about it for the rest of the day. Anthology of the Killer. This is if you don't really care about anything that I recommend, or if you've played all the games that I recommended but you haven't played this one, please play this game. I don't like novel or I guess text-based games. A lot of the time they're very boring to me, and they kind of drag. And you'll see with this game specifically, it was so cool. I guess the concept and the plot kind of took me into it, and so I didn't really care that I was reading so much. I really love the comedic tone paired with the random horror elements. It catches you off guard that way. You'll be laughing and thinking things are just sweet and funny, and then you're running away in the next second. I think as people get more into physical media zines, magazines, film, the art style of this game will become more and more popular. It's just so visually interesting, and the plot is just really good. Just try it. Literally just try it. It's a really good game. and I would recommend. This game, Despelote, was also like a big anticipation game for me. I had like big expectations for this game. It was released in 2025, so it was like a summer release. It is just like so visually appealing. It's a slice of life adventure about childhood and the magical grip soccer held over the people of Quito, Ecuador in 2001. Basically, you play as a kid who loves soccer during a time when the entire country is consumed by it. I saw like a pop-up kind of for this game at SF MoMA before it came out officially, and so like I actually got to play it a little bit. It just felt very special and like satisfying, so I just have a lot of good vibes I guess surrounding this game. We're in a time where everyone is chasing nostalgia, and I think meaningful carefully crafted games like this need all the attention possible. When I played, it really felt like I was acting out someone's memories, and the sequences are dreamlike, bleeding into one another, which just develops that nostalgic memory type of feeling even more. Definitely would recommend. Tap in. Another game that I'm very passionate about, Disco Pup. Bro, this game. Okay, so please play this game. It is so short. It is so much fun. I cannot recommend it enough. I played this game as soon as it was released. I was really excited. I was like awaiting its arrival, and once it got here, it did not disappoint. Disco Pup basically centers around a seal trying to get into a dog-only club. Obviously, like the gameplay and the plot is just funny and weird, but it does have some scary moments that catch you off guard. Genuinely, at one point in this game, I actually got scared and like took a fat L. Like I didn't get past like a certain part that I needed to get past. So I thought that was pretty funny. Cause like I didn't even feel that way about like Silent Hill, which I'll talk about too. The game references The King in Yellow, like the book, multiple times, and that kind of just added to it being more creepy for me, because if you know like The King in Yellow, if you know that book, if you've read that book, if you know the lore, seeing references of it in media is always kind of scary, or like kind of throws you off a little bit and creeps you out. Really good game. Definitely check out if you haven't. Obviously, one of like the biggest releases of the year was Silent Hill F. I love the Silent Hill franchise, as does most people. I normally get hella impatient with puzzles, but Silent Hill F was pretty intuitive for me. I feel like I didn't struggle that much on puzzles, like I kind of thought I was going to. I really like the tone of the game, the setting, obviously, and also too like the pacing of the story I liked a lot. But I think the fighting mechanics for me, especially like the timing of certain enemies, playing it and like fighting against certain enemies, just kind of rubbed me the wrong way, or like really made me frustrated. I think like I even had more patience for like puzzles and things. It was like specifically fighting or like having to get through enemies, and how sometimes it was very staggered and like you actually really couldn't time it correctly, if that makes sense. Yeah, I know like some players probably thought this game was super easy, but it really took me some time to get through. Maybe it's just because, you know, I'm just not good or whatever. Besides that, the atmosphere was really incredible, especially the fog, the abandoned town, like the tight alleyways. A lot of people talk about this and have already talked about it a lot, but the game, like especially at the beginning, felt like you're walking to school or something on like a crisp, cold morning. It just had like a certain type of nostalgia to it, but also like turned evil. So yeah, loved the themes of the game, even though like some very loud people had like opinions or ideas about the game's themes, saying that it was woke and whatnot. I think like most people who play the game did not come out with that opinion, so I'll just kind of disregard that. I forget her name off of the top of my head, but she pushes the MC like down the stairs at one point. As soon as she did that, like I literally was just pissed off, because like I know the main character has hands, I know she can fight, and this other girl can't, but like she just didn't care to run that fade, and I really disagreed with that. I feel like I was just really mad at that girl for a minute, but good game. Obviously, if you haven't played it, what are you doing? Everyone's played that game, so. Karimara, Beneath the Forlorn Limbs. Karimara is the next game. It came out in October 2025. I played this while I was waiting for a friend to get off of work. It was really short, but wow. It was really, really, really good. Played it right when it came out, and for this video I kind of went back on the Steam page to just like look at any updates or anything, and it was really nice to see so many positive reviews. Yeah, basically you play as a little witch thing, and you can't speak, but you can ask questions to every character you come across, and you start to unravel this little mystery. The tone of the game, which I thought was funny, was kind of like sassy. I don't know how else to describe it, but the dialogue was just really entertaining, and like a lot of the characters was just very sassy, like that you were talking to, or had a lot of personality. The ending was just very sweet and heartfelt. I didn't exactly expect it when I started playing the game, so I thought that was really cool. And also I really like the owl character. I really like him. I like his attitude, and I like his dialogue and his design. His character design is really funny. Bomb Rush Cyberpunk. A lot of people know about this game. Came out, I think, like a few years ago, maybe 2023. I never got around to playing it until this past year because I just honestly couldn't justify the price. Like, I felt like I couldn't pay $40 for it. If you don't know what this game is, I'll read the Steam description. Bomb Rush Cyberpunk is a 1 second per second of advanced funk style battle rival crews and dispatch militarized police to conquer the 5 boroughs of New Amsterdam, become all city. I think this game was my favorite of the year. That was probably the same for a lot of people in 2023, the year it came out. But the music, I still listen to the music. This game, I think it's the one song called like I Wanna Be, or I Wanna. Oh my god. Loved that song so much. Since the music was actually good and like kind of funky too sometimes, like hip hop vibe sometimes too, it really added to the gameplay because you're listening to these songs on repeat as you're skating around and like trying to do tricks and trying to tag everything. Basically, last year once I heard that they were trying to drop a new game, I knew that I needed to play it because what the hell, like these devs were literally gonna work on another game and drop it before I even played the first one. I had to lock in. They haven't announced the release date of Hyperfunk, the new game that they're working on, but I'm just excited for anything that these devs make in general. So yeah, everyone right now is yearning for like the cel shaded early 2000s vibes. Just like the style choices of the game, the dancing that they include. I know the dev is like a big dancer and they put that into the game, obviously. Go on forever into all the choices of the game. Yeah, this is definitely my favorite game of the year. One thing I wish, like, once I beat the game, it had character customization because I really want to put myself into this universe. I want to play as myself, so that's the one thing that would make this game more perfect for me. I don't know how to say the name of this game, but I'll put it on the screen. It was released in February 2025. I was really excited for its release, but once it dropped, I bought it and downloaded it, and I honestly didn't really play it until recently, until like almost a full year after. I wanted to include it because I think it's a really like visually stunning game. I really love the aesthetics of it. I'll read some of the description on the Steam page, but this game is a first and third person role-playing stealth game taking place in an alt history cyberpunk Poland, inspired by immersive sims from Island Storm and Looking Glass Studios. This game expands on the formula with new ideas in an original setting. It's just really cool graphics in general. Like, the character design is very interesting. I also like that at the beginning you get to choose like the style of gameplay that you want, or I guess like add-ons that you want as a fighter, which was really cool. Alright, last but not least, I played towards the end of the year Crow Country. This is another game that I was super late to. Only played the demo, but I will be returning this year and playing fully. I started it kind of like right before I got super busy, so I kind of just dropped it. The setting of this game, like at least for the demo that I played, it was so short obviously. It was kind of scary, but it was really just more like mysterious and creepy. I like the main character a lot as well. I know it's like a scary game, but like I just envision it being like a rainy day. You're all like cozied up in blankets and playing it for a long period of time. One thing I've seen about this game that will definitely annoy me once I finish it is the lack of care from other characters in the game. About like the monsters and what is going on at the theme park. It really takes me out of the game when character dialogue doesn't reflect what's happening in the game. Like, I feel like that just doesn't make sense. But regardless, I know this is gonna be a really good playthrough. Alright, so that's it for the video. I never even filmed an outro to this and I'm editing it right now. I wanted to say, if you watched this entire thing, thank you. Thank you for listening to me this whole time. Play all these games, they're really cool. I'll probably put the Steam link to all of them in the description. So yeah, definitely check them out. And if you have anything to recommend me based on what I've talked about, please do. There's a lot of really cool releases for 2026 that I'm anticipating. So have a good day, and yeah.